Hello everybody and welcome back to another Galactic Science with me, TechnoJock. Last episode we had reviewed our situation in the new science room and I'd started moving things forward a bit with regards to our quality of life with our new setup here for oxygen tank filling and remote oxygen tank filling, and it has been working perfectly. As you can see, we've got our tanks on us and we've got this heavy oxygen tank there. If we swap that out with a partially filled one, this one will rapidly disappear from our inventory. I say rapidly, for a given value of rapid, it'll disappear from our inventory and it will appear over here and start recharging. And yeah, that's improved our situation an awful lot. So wherever we are on the base, we can have oxygen supplied to us at any point. So there's no mad dash to have to run back here and get our oxygen, which means we can start adventuring soon. So we'd started moving towards getting our Tier 2 rocket on the go as well. So let's get rid of some of the things that I have on me. Oh, there we go. There's our oxygen tank just filled up and popped into our system here. So other things that we've been working on, shifted a bunch of stuff over and got a load of stuff connected up. So we've got our sieves over here now. We've got an automatic setup over here that with the flick of a switch, or we can just manually take out a stack of our obsidian. We can pop it into this chemical decomposer. It'll stick the magnesium oxide into this barrel here, which we still need to upgrade to a void barrel, because we're not going to be using that silicon dioxide, or magnesium oxide rather, very often. The silicon dioxide, on the other hand, we are using, and it's making it into gravel here, just taken out and put into this barrel here, which we can then take over here. I don't really have it automated so much in terms of piping it over here, but we've got a barrel over here for the gravel that's automatically been taken out and put into the side of these automatic sieves, which are then outputting over here to this. We don't have this set up. We're going to have a barrel wall here that's going to automatically take all this stuff out, but the broken ores are going over into this and are being made into the ore gravel, which is then being fed into our automatic hammerer over here, which is coping with that reasonably well at the moment, although that should be in there. There we go. It goes over here, gets automatically hammered down, and then gets sent over here, where we've got a bit of a backlog at the moment, because what needs to be done is these sands need to be taken out and hammered down again into dusts, and then they need smelted, but I haven't quite got to that yet. What we do need is we need a lot more iron. I've shifted our power gen over here. There will be a room around this at some point, but our little setup here with splitting hydrogen and oxygen from this water source and then using that as a power supply is working reasonably well at the moment. I have had to upgrade this with another world interaction upgrade. It's still not working at full capacity yet, but it will be soon. And this is then transferring stacks of hydrogen to these. Oh, I would appear to have accidentally knocked a thing off here. Let me fix that quickly. And we will get, where was it? There it is. So I was going to be looking at upgrading this power system even more, to be working on cellulose and stuff. There we go, that's these going to be getting filled up now. But for the time being, cellulose isn't really required. We're managing okay on hydrogen power just now, and the wiring that's required to set up, really we need 2 chemical decomposers and 2 chemical synthesizers before we can really get anything going. Now we do actually have those, but connecting them up with the wiring that we've got available is a little bit of a nightmare. So you would have to put logs into one chemical decomposer to go down to cellulose, and then the cellulose would need to be broken down into carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Then that would need to be put into methyl ions, and then those methyl ions and carbon and oxygen then fed into the other chemical synthesizer to be made into the methyl methacrylate stuff. So that's kind of beyond our wiring without it being a massive sprawling beast of a thing that's going to be just ridiculous. And like I say, we don't really need that at the moment. But what we can do is we can set up another world interaction upgrade and get our chemical decomposer out there with the water source working even faster. So if I quickly get that together, I think one more should do it. One, certainly two would do it like that. And like that. I think one more, and that'll be us at capacity. Although that's kind of going up. We'll leave it as is. It should be okay. We can always make one more if need be. So that's that. Got that working nicely. So what else do we need here? We need another automatic hammer, and we need to set it up, I think, here, and we need to pipe out of here. So automatic hammers are not cheap. Let's get rid of that carbon before we go any further. There we go. So automatic hammer. Automatic hammer. There it is. So we need an anvil and a further 7 iron. So 9, 18, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38 iron ingots. 38 iron ingots and a diamond hammer. Diamond hammer is bizarrely the easiest thing to do. So we've got 11 iron there, we've got a further 7 iron sand here, which we can just hammer down into this. So we can then smelt it up in here. We do have a fair amount of other ingots over here. We've got well over a stack and a half here of aluminium. When we've got compressed aluminium, we've got the copper there, we've got some compressed copper, we've got compressed steel there that I've started before I really started expanding this out. And as you can see, copper, we've got loads of tin, we've got more aluminium waiting to be smelted, lead and silver, which we're not going to be using anytime soon. More tin in there, more copper in there, so we've got an abundance of tin and copper. We're not crying out for that at the moment. Other things that we do need to have a look at will be, actually I'm not thinking of anything at the moment, so really we're just kind of waiting on this iron so we can get this automatic setup done here. So if we have, let's try and lay out what we're going to be doing. We're going to have that, and then we're going to have another module extraction. So from out of that and into the hammerer, and then the hammerer out of that will need another extraction upgrade, and it'll go down into hammerers there, extraction, it'll probably go down to there, which means we need this to come down to there as well. And in fact, why don't we just go down like that? Probably because that was a bad idea. We really need to block that off because we don't want things going in there. That was really silly of me, but never mind, it's fine. What are we going to do? We're going to, well, get rid of that for a start. And we need to make, well, what do we need to make? We need to make a module. And we want to make one of these ones. It's not a sneaky module, it's a block, module blocked extraction. So, excuse me, extract items from the connected inventory and doesn't let items into the inventory. That's exactly what we need. So we need to take that module extraction off and put 4 iron bars around it. Easy peasy. Why have we got glass on us? I don't know where that's come from. Take that off, and in here somewhere we should have iron bars. 1, 2, 3, 4 iron bars. Perfect. Easy and quick. And if we put that on like that, then that'll allow. So there's a bunch of stuffed stuff in there. This is going to be messy. Yep, yeah, that was going to happen, but never mind. Iron ore dust on us, we can smelt that. That really hasn't helped a huge amount. What else can we get rid of? We can get rid of these into here for the time being, like that. And we'll keep the rest apart from that and that and that and those. And those. Right. So, other things. Right. Our hammer is going to go there, then it'll extract from there and go into. Or will it extract from there? Hammer there, extract, and it'll go into here because we'll come round for 2. It'll go like that. Yeah? Look good? Sounds good. Yeah. How are we for that? There we go. So more iron coming out. So we've got an abundance of stuff here which we need to take out as well that doesn't belong in there. I think that's all that went in. And then if we go that, and that. Perfect. So let's hammer up this, and I think what we'll do is we will reconvene once we have the iron to make our hammerer all sorted out. Back in a sec. Okay, I think we're looking good at the moment. That should be sufficient there, and we have, I think, some diamonds in here to make our hammer for that. And somewhere in here I have sticks for said hammer as well, which we should be able to do. No, it's like that, isn't it, for this kind of hammer, like that, and then we can make our anvil like that, and if that's done, I think we have sufficient there. If we do, is it that? We need redstone as well. No? No, that should be it. Another automatic hammer. Now we need to get power to it. There's power underneath that, there's power underneath there. Let's see what we've got. The way I've been doing power for these things, so I don't need to trail wires everywhere, is by using these sealable aluminium wire things. Normally they're meant for passing wires through the wall, so you can use an airlock and things. But if you pop them on the floor, they transfer the power up as well. So it's kind of like a powered floor pad if we do that. Now, what I can do is I can put it round. I shifted this about a bit because the way I had it wasn't going to really work. But if I do that like that, and then I can just make another one of those. They're not too difficult to make. If we go sealed aluminium wire, it's just aluminium wire and these tin decoration blocks on either side, which is just stone and compressed tin. And I'm pretty sure we've got compressed tin somewhere, and if we don't, we can easily get loads of tin. So we've got tin ore sand here. Let's go get 2 tin like that, hammer it down like that, and let's make those, and then we can get stone from here. Yeah, we've got stone here, and we'll just get these tin ingots and compress it up now. I might need some more tin, actually, come to think of it, because do we not need... Yeah, I think we need 2 like that. I'm determined, although I'm in a hurry, not to waste my ores by just making, putting sand in. And we'll get these. Come on, come on. I need to get myself an electric furnace some point soon as well. And I had been hoping to kind of start making some bits of my rocket today, but just we need to get this ore processing sorted out before we can really go much further, I think. I think it would be daft to try and be mass producing lots of plates and stuff when we don't have sufficient. I think we're going to do it in a 3x3 because it seems to be a bit funny about shaped crafting. Oh, we've got loads of this now. Yeah, it seems to be a bit funny about being shaped crafting. It's not shapeless. So I've got to watch that. Right, let's us quickly chop a hole in the floor, put another one of those there, and that'll pass the power over. Let's put that. No, let's not put that there. Let's put that there, and we need another. Okay, that's powering up nicely. That's starting to do that. I'm going to take some of these out of here and put them into there, so that'll make things go a little bit quicker there. That's fine. And then we still need to put we still need to put another one of these crafters. What's it take to need a crafter? Machine frame, 4 iron. So it'd be 4 iron we need. And some other bits and bobs, but we can do that. I think we've got gold nuggets. How are we doing for iron? We've got sufficient for 4 iron. Let's get this going and let's get another crafter so we've actually got these blocks sitting, and then we can worry about getting them processed in a second. Now, I should have nuggets. Was it 2 nuggets for a crafter? 2 nuggets, 2 lapis. And then we're going to need, no, not that, and I wish. 2 nuggets, 2 lapis, that's that. Then we need 1, 2 crafting tables and 2 redstone torches. So I need 4 crafting tables, 4 redstone torches. And I think that should do. Like that. And I need sticks. 4 sticks. And we can do that. And then we need our iron, which we have. Perfect. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need, is it that way around? No. It's that way around. Then we take our things like that. Tier 2. Oh, that's only tier 2. Okay, so I need 2 more crafting tables and 2 more redstone torches. And like that. Like that. Why would you not make a tier 3 crafter? I mean, really? I can't think of any good reason why you wouldn't want to make a tier 3 crafter. Now, if I do that, and take that off of there, that can go around to there like that, then I need to make another extractor, but I need to take that extractor off of there. Now, one normal extractor is 4 blocks of redstone and a module frame. We have a module frame. How much redstone have we got? I'm going to double check and make sure I take all of redstone out of these boxes, which I am good to do. Excellent. And let's do that because I need 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. And that like that. Perfect. Take that extractor off by shift right clicking. Put that normal extractor on because it's not going to get backed up. Nice. Oh, I'm struggling here to fit things. No, I can't really do it that way, can I? Because if I put another layer on, it's just gonna... Mind you, it doesn't really matter because they're going to be barrels. So let's do that, and do that. And in fact, why don't we just like that? That'll make things a little bit tidier. Like that. I don't think it'll be too bad because that's still shorter for all the ores. I was a little bit concerned that might be a little bit too short for ores to go through and not come out the other side. Now that's going to go into our crafter like that with our... which again, we didn't actually need that special extractor on it, but it doesn't really matter. Now, powdered copper ore. Let's do that, do external, do apply. It doesn't have any power because we still need to do that, but now let's look at this. We can take that one out and put a normal wire underneath because we're not going to see it. Put that there, that's going to be good. Could probably have done that over there as well, but this one should now be quite happily making the dusts into blocks. That's still going to be doing the copper ore here. Copper ore is going to be a little while before it is done. Then we can do that and that. And now we need to export from this and into that as well. So yeah, we couldn't put it there. It's a little bit of a mess, I'm not going to lie. And we need another word I'm looking for, struggling here, extractor module. So there's probably a cleaner way of doing this, but that will work. There we go. We have 50 copper ore dust going into here. Brilliant. Wow, that's a lot. And it's doing it quite nicely. Excellent. So, copper ore dust going in. Copper nearly finished there. I might do, this is handling the speed of that, no bother at all. It's not like there's a backup in here, is there? Aluminium. Yeah, that's going okay. Alright, I'm going to speed this up a little bit more. It's consuming 71 RF per tick. How are we doing out here? We're coping fine with hydrogen. We're doing okay here. We don't have any buffer here. Might need, and is this coming down or going up? It's holding reasonably steady. I think that's holding steady there. That's gone back. Oh no, that's coming down. 4, 3, 2. It's coming down. I don't know why it's coming down so much. And that's. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I think we're going to need to up our number of power things out there shortly. But we're looking pretty good. That's it, onto the gold now. So gold in here. I would quite like that it would actually start. No, I don't want it. I want an external. There we go. Quite like it if it did iron next. In fact, I'm just going to take iron and put it straight in. like that. There we go. And in actual fact, we need to take out a bunch of this stuff here because that doesn't belong in here anyway. That does belong in here. So we've got aluminium that we've got to do. And we've already got gold like that. And copper. Lead now. And tin and iron. Oh, and silver. Oh, and that's going to be us full up. Come on. I think. And we need to put the tin in, like that, and apply. Crushed iron ore gets put into here. So, how are we doing? Still doing gold, it's rattling through the gold. And that should go in there fine, that should go in there. Everything should be external, 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 external. That's why it's been doing that. Which isn't ideal, but there we go. That's going to go through. Hopefully it'll put through the iron next and we can quickly sort that out. There we go. Like that and like that. Right, we should be fairly golden there. Now, that should crushed aluminium ore. Do we not have aluminium here? No, we do not. Haven't put that in yet. Okay. We are looking pretty golden at this point. Now what we need to do is we need to get the rest of the sorting barrels through, and I think we'll be in a good place. But I think that's us for just now. It takes us up to the end of the episode. I know we haven't really done a huge amount other than running back and forth in this small room, but this is pretty good. So we've got we do have a setup to get as much gravel as we like. We've got loads in that barrel. And then we can transfer it over into this area here, a barrel at a time, and then it will break down into its constituent bits. Breaking down the making the broken ore into gravel, the crushed ore into sand, and then the sand into dust. And then the dusts will be over here. I'll build up this wall a bit of stuff that we're wanting. And it'll be kind of walling off this area with all the barrels that we need. And yeah, so by the next time we should have a whole wall of stuff that we want and hopefully ore on tap to be able to start actually making our rocket. So we've got a few bits and bobs in there for a rocket that we want to be able to do. So next time I see you, we should have a bunch of iron and a bunch of compressed plates and stuff and actually be able to start building our rocket. Unless, of course, we hit a snag with our power, in which case we might have to do something about that. But I think we're good at the moment. I think the worst case scenario, I just need to add on an extra few Stirling generators there until we can get to Mars, and then we can get capacitors and stuff. And yeah, so see you next time. Have a funs.